Hi children, this is the maths activities for Thursday the 7th of May. To kick off, we're going to look at mental maths, finding multiples of numbers. So here we've got two sheets like this, and we look at the first one, which multiples of 8 comes after 60. So we need our understanding and knowledge of the 8 times table to find all the multiples of 8 and which will be the next one after 60. So if we look at the easier fact of the 8 times table, 10 times 8 is 80. 80 is too much. We've just got to get to the next multiple after 60, so we've got to go lower. So what we can do, we can half this and count on. 5 times 8 is 40, which is half of 80. So from there we can count in multiples of 8. 40, add 8, is 48. Add another 8, 56. And we're nearly there. The next one should take us over 60, which is 64. 56 plus 8, 64. So 64 is the answer to that first one. Which multiple of 8 comes after 60? 64. Well done. And then we've got a prove it problem. So how many different ways can you find of completing the picture of Pom? What is the number? We've got 6 and 4 are multiples. Which number will fit into this statement? 40 is less than this number that you've got to find, but it's less than 80. So really it is a number over 40 but less than 80. What number will go in there? Well, we know that 6 and 4 are multiples of it. So which one could you think? Is there different numbers, the different ways that you can find? So that's a nice problem to work on. Good luck there. The main activity for main maths, we're going to carry on with our translation of shapes. So we're going to draw and position polygons on a grid. We're going to really look at our terms of left, right, up, down to move shapes. Can move a shape in different directions and coordinates. Investigate coordinates and numbers. So you've got to be reminded of the order of coordinates and asked to identify polygons made by joining points. Practice drawing polygons and imaging in translations. Now there's two good web links for you to look at. The BBC Bite Size, help you on coordinates. And then this is a good one to help you understand translating of shapes. So it's a YouTube channel and that will help you. So we're going to look at this. There is some extra extension on translation of shapes. We've got learning reminders here. What's the coordinates of this point? And then we're going to do some shapes. Put the coordinates of these 2 points there. And then you can carry on with some practice sheets. This is the hot sheet. So we've got A, B, C, D shapes. And then if you look at this, write the coordinates of shape A. And then if you move shape A 2 squares down and right 1 square, where would it land? Where would it be? What would be the new coordinates? So it's got to go 2 squares down and 1 square to the right. So where does that 1 point go? 2 squares down, 1 to the right. That point will be 2 squares down, 1 to the right. And then the others follow suit. Have a good effort with that one. If you're a little bit stuck, follow this instructions to make squares. See if you can see a pattern in the coordinates. Now remember what a square has to have. Equal sides. 4 equal sides. And try different squares there and see if you can see a pattern in the coordinate numbers. And then if you really want to be pushed, there's an investigation on cycling coordinates. And it's a nice piece of work for you to really get going on. So if you follow these instructions, and then you've got a challenge. And then there's some extra activities where you've got to move and move or slide this to B. So A will go to B. But how would the rest of the shape look like? So see, you can draw it with a ruler and then tell us how you moved up or down or left or right. How many squares? Do the same for H, this triangle, and this trapezium. Good luck.